Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're having a lovely day. So I'm coming at you with my Framework laptop webcam, so please do forgive the garbage quality in this video. I haven't set up this new place with acoustic panels and everything else in my camera for recording, although we will soon. I'm quite excited to be getting everything set up here in Texas. So on this channel, I've talked about a product called the Onewheel electric skateboard that is manufactured by Future Motion, and some of the problems with it. One of the most notable is that on the newer device, if you try to replace the battery outside of the manufacturer, there will be issues where it may not work, or it may actually brick the entire board, and your only option at that point is going to be to have the manufacturer fix it at the manufacturer's rates, at the speed the manufacturer says. And also, by the way, the manufacturer does not allow you to do any modifications to your product at all, and may just take some of them off of your product, like if you use aftermarket tires, rims, anything like that, which can pose a serious problem and is one of the reasons that many people wish to be able to go to their own independent repair center or do the repair themselves. Now, their argument against this has always been safety, that it's unsafe to do this, that we care about safety. We design the product and we know how to do things safely, which is precisely why they designed a product where the charge connector looks like a laptop fan connector. We have gone over this product's serious issues for a long period of time, whether it's battery issues, ghosting, the internals of it, the quality of some of the chargers they ship with the product, and yeah, it's not exactly great. Further, when they talk about safety, their advertisements have people doing this in the middle of the street. I could honestly go on for days. Anyway, one of their products that they released had an issue with something called ghosting. It's when the device, once you set it down, may just keep going and hit somebody. We talked about that in this video. Future Motion recalls Onewheel GT for ghosting issues, finally. But apparently this was not really a full recall. This was, to my knowledge, just the pads. As a result of that, the United States Consumer Product Safety Commission has come out with this as of November 16th. Consumer Product Safety Commission warns consumers to stop using one-wheel self-balancing electric skateboards due to ejection hazard. At least 4 deaths and multiple injuries reported. This is today, November 16th, 2022, 3 days before my birthday. The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission is warning consumers about the risk of death and serious injury with Future Motion's one-wheel self-balancing electric skateboards. CSPC urges consumers to immediately stop using all one-wheel models. The Onewheel, Onewheel Plus, Onewheel Plus XR, Onewheel Pint, Onewheel Pint X, and Onewheel GT. Now, this in particular is a tragedy. It's your standard government legislative overreach of, well, using the hammer to solve everything, even if what you're hitting is not a nail, but a baby chicken. The Onewheel GT is the only product, to my knowledge, that has all of these serious safety issues. Avid users of the Onewheel do not have this problem with the Onewheel Plus, the Onewheel XR, the Pint. It's just the GT. In spite of the fact that this problem really only seems to be widespread reported with the Onewheel GT, rather than discourage people from using the Onewheel GT, the government is discouraging people from using any of them. So it's really interesting how this worked out, because the company always talks about safety, security, safety. Not everything is done with the idea behind safety. And apparently what went on here is that, according to CSPC, Future Motion refused to agree to an acceptable recall of the product. CSPC intends to continue pursuing a recall for consumers. Now, one of the things that we think is going on here, not going to say who it is, completely anonymous, might be somebody whose name rhymes with Bailey, but you know, just his opinion. Future Motion made an extremely half-assed attempt at recall. It never recalled the full GT, just its foot pad. The design was possibly tweaked in extremely minor ways that were never made public, if it was even changed at all, in my opinion. My guess is that CSPC said Future Motion has to do a recall, or they will do it for them. Future Motion likely tried to scrape by doing the bare minimum, which they have always done, and the CSPC did not like that, and therefore released this link. So let's go over this. Company says that you can't replace your own battery in the new product because they care about your safety. This new product where you cannot replace your own battery is the exact same product that ghosts, runs off, and randomly hits people, which your old products did not do. They are asked to recall that product, and because they care about your safety, not your money, they don't recall that product. Your own safety argument comes back to bite you in the ass, where the government is not only suggesting you recall the one bad product that you made that is less fixable, but every product that you've ever made. And that's what happens when you're a greedy asshole. Hopefully, the CEO of Future Motion has learned a lesson. Probably not. From the videos that we've released on this channel, where we kind of go over this in depth, I don't think that this is something that they're going to get the idea of. So we did a 3-hour video going over everything in detail, everything that could change to make this product much more consumer friendly and so on and so forth. And the CEO responded by pretty much ignoring everything that everybody in the community had to say. We made a response to that. No change. I don't think that that corporate culture is changing anytime soon. But I do think they're going to learn a lesson, a very expensive lesson. Don't pretend and virtue signal to care about customer safety if the product you released with massive limitations on basic maintenance are going to be products that are actually unsafe. And if the government comes to you on the product where you virtue signaled about safety and asks you to do a recall of that unsafe product, don't then keep it on the market long enough for the government to say, you know what, we're just going to recall everything. Because here's the thing, the people that are going over this type of stuff, they're probably not Onewheel experts. It's most likely easier for them to just say, okay, you know what, we don't know which Onewheels are affected. They don't want to agree to our terms for a recall. Fuck it. What if it has a Onewheel name on it, then don't buy it. That's bad for everybody. That's bad for the electric skateboard community. That's bad for the general personal electric vehicle community, because now the impression that the general public has is that these devices are unsafe, which is not true. If you have a Onewheel XR, Onewheel Pint, any one of these models before the GT, and you learn how to use it properly, and I'm sure somebody like Josh Haley or Mario Contino would be happy to show you at meetups or get you introduced to how these things work, you're riding a device that's fairly safe. It's only with the new device that it's not safe. But because Future Motion decided to just go full pigheadedness and full greed and keep that thing on the market the way it is, not work with the CPSC on recall terms that would have worked for everybody, now your average consumer is going to say, oh, those are unsafe. Oh, I don't want that around me. Oh, I don't want that in the park around my kids. I don't know if that's the model that's going to run into me. And then the funny thing is, you may actually say, well, no. I have the XR. That doesn't do that. And what's going to happen is they're going to say, no. The government told me that all Onewheels are bad, so I don't want that in my park anymore. The very thing that they claimed they were trying to prevent, which is less adoption of personal electric vehicle technology because of safety issues, is the exact thing that Future Motion is now bringing onto the entire industry. Shame on you all. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. That's it for today, and as always, I hope you learned something, and I look forward to doing a follow-up piece at some point where we talk to Josh Haley or Mario Contino or anybody like that in the Onewheel community so that you guys can get a little bit of a better idea of exactly what's going on. I just thought I'd release this because I know a bunch of people are going to see this and go, oh my God, every Onewheel is unsafe. And that's not the truth. It's just the government having a hammer, and whether they're hitting a nail, whether they're hitting a baby chicken, they got a hammer, they're going to use it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. That's it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something. I'll see you all in the next video. But before I say bye, I'll give you a little preview. I still have a bunch of shit to move in here. I just got a couple of stations set up so far. Check it out. So we got some stations. So anybody who wants to come by and learn how to solder, do micro rework and the micro BGA rework and a microscope or anything like that, we are going to have stations over here that you can use, and you'll be able to use those stations. We will not bill you for that. That is going to be free. That is going to be a really cool Futo thing. And then my repair shop is also going to be coming here by several moving trucks over the next week or two with all of my stuff, and this will be filled with happy Texas employees that will be fixing things in a state that's not New York. Very excited about that, and that's about it for today. So stay tuned. See you in the next video. Bye now.